This is an excerpt of Day 8, Judge in the Right Frame, from Spirit Power, 40 Days to Higher Living. Did you know that there is no such thing as fairness? Doesn't that sound silly and unreasonable? After all, we were taught since we were children that it's important to be fair to each other, and our very animal instincts drive us to seek equality. A toddler will notice if you give his toddler friend a piece of cake twice the size of the one he received, and he'll definitely protest. So unless you want a cake war, it's only smart to make sure you give child 1 and child 2 equal pieces. Plus, it seems that our desire and drive to achieve fairness is instinctual, since we find this in children before they are capable of speaking. Beyond this, the world seems to be reacting more and more to several types of injustices, including those against certain ethnicities, terrors against the poor, and abuse of the elderly, among other issues. You might be wondering then why I would say that the very idea of fairness is a fallacy and doesn't really exist. It just sounds like a mistaken, insensitive assertion said more for shock value than for merit, I understand. Indeed, it was hard for me to even write this at first, but it's true, and logic has my side on this one. For an experiment of two separate objects to be useful, all conditions except just one thing can remain the same. For example, if you want to find out whether the gravity on the Earth is stronger than the gravity on the Moon, ball A and ball B must be the identical size, weight, and shape and drop from the same distance from the ground on the Earth and the Moon separately to judge properly. It makes no sense if ball A and ball B are different sizes. To make it simple, a scientist would just choose to use the same ball to make sure it's a fair test. We try to do these types of tests with humans, yet we ignore that there are countless things that make up the differences between us, variables far out of our control, and several of these are hidden beyond our knowledge. It is not fair to try to expect purely equal treatment because the concept of fairness between two people can only work with lots of limits. It is impossible for a subjective being which lives in a subjective experience to give or receive an unbiased response, no matter how much they're satisfied with themselves. We hope you enjoyed this excerpt from Spirit Power. Read the full chapter and enjoy 40 full days of growth by getting your very own copy on Amazon.com, available on Kindle and Velvet print formats. Visit us at getspiritpower.com for more bonus and exclusive content.